o'clock.
This also
Right now, about what? Next hour or so, most persons would be leaving school, leaving work, parents going to pick up their children.
now is
Hope that you guys be safe.
something
I hope that you also walk with umbrellas.
in our day and
If you're leaving home to go and pick up the
because now
grandchildren or your children,
we must show
just ensure that you walk with a sweater
discipline
and umbrellas as well, yeah?
and production.
Too early in the week, it's too early in the school term.
Strong and better.
So your little one to just,
I say
sick. So yeah.
that is the main foundation. So come let us put hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister,
I hope that everyone had a good lunch.
together.
Taking you guys straight to 4 p.m. today. Your Speaker of the House, Anderson, in your company. Now don't forget, you guys gotta make sure and take advantage of the big deal. Yes, the big deal, KFC big deal. For just $38.95, you can get yourself 2 pieces of hot crispy or original chicken, your favorite regular side, and a large drink. Now that's a big deal. And don't forget that every big deal you buy, you can also score a exclusive signed poster from the King of Steam himself, Young Brother. So rep your nation, rep your vibes, and lock in your big deal today. Big life, big vibes, big flavor, only at KFC. Now that's finger licking good. And members, don't forget, every Wednesday, every single Wednesday, Pizza Hut presents the biggest midweek pizza deal in town. When you buy 1 extra large New Yorker pizza, you get another one free. Now that's 2 extra large New Yorkers for the price of 1. That's only $169. But hurry, this deal is sizzling hot and it's only available on Wednesdays. So order online now for delivery or carry out and double up your pizza pleasure today. You gotta make sure and check Pizza Hut social media for more details. Now Pizza Hut, now that's delivering, yeah? Let me say good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube, Facebook, and our website www.thestreet919fm.com. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Hope that everyone is having a good afternoon so far.
Now the election back and I'll die away.
As mentioned, there's a lot of rain.
In short, this is what
I'm not too sure if which part of Trinidad you might be. There may just have a little bit of sunshine.
Concentrate. Come, let us sit and
One thing rain does bring is a lot of traffic.
because now more than ever we must show.
I was hoping to have a repeat of yesterday,
And
Ease. We'll see how things go.
a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Let me also say good afternoon going out to Andrew and Gordon. I see you guys on the live on YouTube. Good afternoon.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard.
So in this hour, you know, I wanted to touch on...
Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
A topic that might just interest all our listeners and members. We would like to get your views.
That ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
And it's good to have this very important conversation.
It is the main foundation.
And it's a very important conversation, though.
So,
one that touches our history and our justice system and our future as a nation.
And let us build a nation together.
So most of you would have probably listened to the news, or probably listened to the Ministry of National Security, Ministry of Homeland Security, I should say, on the announcement of the decommissioning of the Port of Spain prison. So the Port of Spain prison, a landmark that has stood for over 2 centuries, is now set to be decommissioned. For some, it's a place that symbolizes Spain, overcrowded and outdated conditions. For others, it's a historical site that carries deep significance in Trinidad and Tobago's journey through
more effort and less play. Because now
colonialism, independence, and our ongoing struggles with crime and justice
and production.
But here's the real question. What should happen next?
I say that is the main.
Should this prison be preserved as a heritage site, a museum to remind us of our past? Or should it be torn down and rebuilt in something modern? Whether that's a state-of-the-art correctional facility or even a community center. Development that benefits the capital city and beyond the buildings. Let's talk about the bigger picture. What does this move say about our prison system? Will decommissioning solve the issue of overcrowding, rehabilitation, and reintegration of inmates? Or is it just shifting the problem from one location to the other?
Now is the time to come home and do something.
I would like to hear from you, our members.
Instead of staying out there.
How do you feel about the closing of the historic prison?
Because now,
do you see it as progress or as the erasing of an important piece of our natural memory?
To build a strong and better nation. I
invite you guys to call in, share your thoughts. Let's have an honest discussion about where we go from here.
Because this is our land.
3420081 and also 4665391. Don't forget you could send your WhatsApp messages as well and voice notes. Homeland Security Minister would have announced that they would be decommissioning the prison within, stages. But I'd like to get your views on it. What do you think? Is this in line with us progressing? Or is it just erasing that important piece of our natural memory? National memory, sorry. What do you think should be done with the prison? Should the prison be preserved as a heritage site? A museum? Is this really current problem where our prisons are overcrowded. The condition of the prisons, and I think that they, you know, based on when at the cabinet briefing last week Thursday, our Homeland Security Minister would have mentioned that the state has had to pay out thousands of dollars to inmates due to, you know, conditions of the Port of Spain prison, which is a hefty bill that the state had to incur, you know.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah.
Think, members, that
remember
maybe our entire prison should be relocated.
Our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build
some more deserted area,
and onward to progress we surely will.
Maybe they should
but now more than ever we must
reconstruct something, put up another building somewhere else, another state-of-the-art facility that could
a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
that could house all
hand in hand
our prisoners.
Our land.
Because based on the information that is out there, once they decommission, once that process started, I believe that some would go to Aruka, some of the inmates, and then others may go at another facility.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main nation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that That is the main foundation.
Now I know that some of you may have missed that announcement that would have happened on last week Thursday by the Homeland Security Minister. So I just wanted to, I was just actually trying to see if I could have gotten that clipping to share with you all. Just to at least give you guys some more context as to what we are discussing today, yeah? The Street Council. Yours truly, Anderson. I'm taking you guys straight to 4 p.m. today, yeah?
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must.
So members, if you guys are locked on YouTube and also our website, I'm just going to play exactly what the Homeland Minister would have said in relations to the decommissioning of the Port of Spain prison. Yeah, so you guys can take a listen to this.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
The Port of Spain prison was built in 1757. At the time when the prisons were referred to as a holding pen, underline the words holding pen. Long before light bulbs was even invented. Today, after 268 years later, the United National Congress government, led by the Honorable Prime Minister, Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, has taken the historical decision to decommission the Port of Spain prison. 268 years later, I am pleased to announce this. This facility has been reportedly condemned by courts as being unfit for housing prisoners and has cost the state millions of dollars in damages for breaches of the constitutional rights of persons. This facility is an eyesore. When you come into Trinidad and Tobago on arrival here and you go to the city, people take you to the prison. They often ask you,
All rise.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say.
So that is actually our Minister of Homeland Security, Mr. Roger Alexander. That was just part of what he would have mentioned as the decommission of the Port of Spain prison. Over 200 years since the prison was built.
I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
Which leads me back to
And let us build a nation.
my question to you members and to all our listeners. Should the prison be preserved as a heritage site, a museum to remind us of our past, Or should it be torn down and rebuilt into something modern?
Remember, the key to success is working hard.
Should it be considered as a state-of-the-art correctional facility,
We must have regard.
or even as a community center development that benefits the capital city?
Just let we start to build.
What are your thoughts?
And onward to progress we surely will.
And do you see this as pointing us into the right direction
Sure. Discipline
when it comes to the overcrowding of our prisons?
to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
How do you feel about closing this historic prison?
this is our land,
Do you see it as
my
progress
sister, and let
or as erasing of an important piece of our national memory? So I invite you guys again to be a part of the conversation and let me know. 3420081 and also 4665391.
so much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well.
Let me say good afternoon now to Dr. Wakanda. So Dr. Wakanda is saying plan for housing prisoners and crime, a potential solution for crime problem
More than ever
or for the crime problem in Trinidad and Tobago involves a partnership with the government of El Salvador by redirecting the funds currently allocated for housing inmates and instead using them to send prisoners to El Salvador.
So come let us go hand in hand, because this
We could achieve significant
my brother, come my sister, and let
penal reform and reduction in domestic crime.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I think one of my concerns when coming to the Port of Spain prison is that based on the information that has been put out there, that inmates or prisoners, attorneys have been able to win win cases for their clients. These attorneys have been able to win cases for their clients, which cost the states thousands of dollars just because of the condition of the prison. Why have we waited until it is this bad and now to do something about it? I don't know. a general problem we seem to always be having is when coming to maintenance. You know, I see that so many times over and over again. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, very good.
I'm all right, Chucky. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I would say in the aspect of the prison, to me, at the time probably when they built it, it was appropriate then. But you know how the infrastructure of the country would have developed. It didn't make sense keeping it in the city anymore. Probably for security reasons. But I would say, in my opinion, you know, politically, we know things could get pulled aside.
Right.
I would say transform it into, yes, a museum. So, you know, you can maintain, you know, this is where we go, this is where we are, and where we want to be.
Right.
A correctional facility is good, but they might want to pull it aside. It might start. Let's assume the UNC government started to refurbish and put it into a more updated system. It might, UPN might come in 4 or 5 years from now, and they go scrap it and they sit down, they watch it. So to me, at the moment, look at just a place to, how you call it, as to how the future show our past was to where we would like to go. Or even if you want to create it as a small correctional facility, probably if it's just for the counseling, I just use them as a layman.
Right.
Get probably special prisoners or something. But it could be utilized. We could probably demolish it and to go and to spend our money to demolish and then build something over. We have to look at the economy too. Yes, it's true they probably putting things in place, but you have to look at the financial aspect of it. But I mean, all those ideas that you laid out there, to me, all are good. But I would say go with the museum at the moment, and probably from there, we could chart another chart forward, see how it looks. But at the same time, we have to look to build a new one. So you see, his money spent one way, and we have to spend the money another way, taxpayers now. So that is just how that's my little spin on it. And I'm not politicizing and saying the UNC could do anything PNS. I mean, it's not that. I just say, you know, that is how the politics go.
Right.
I do, and because you come in power now, but them was doing so, I don't want to look as though I doing them. But I'm just being realistic. Yeah, so that is just my little spin on it. The lockdown listening.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
Yeah.
Remember, the key to success is working hard for our country.
Another problem we seem to always have is that one person starts a project, or one administration starts a project, and at the end of their term, another administration may come in and they decide, well, you know, they're not going to continue it. They're going to discontinue this. And then, you know, is we, the population, are left now
a strong and better nation.
With money being wasted.
That is the main foundation. So come let us,
because it's going to be left there with grass growing all over it, more steak in it.
brother, come my sister, and
We're not supposed to be getting wet.
together.
Then you would see persons just go entering the place and vandalizing it. You know, I want us to also keep in mind that, remember that this prison is part of our history.
So much
being a structure that is over 200 years old.
I do have to spell
It's
them,
like it's literally in our DNA.
cause you know
What are your suggestions? What do you think we should do with a building like that? Break it down. Hi, good afternoon, member.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes. I want to bring back something to your mind. You remember the eye in the sky?
Right, that was the blimp.
Yes, that Mr. Manley had bought. You understand? Used to be in the air right through. You understand? Looking out for, looking after our security.
Right.
And they had, and the boats that they had. You remember who got rid of it?
Who's that?
Under who watched it? They got rid of it.
So they had the blimp. Was the blimp and the eye in the sky? This, you could load something in the back is making a lot of feedback. I'm getting a feedback. I don't know if it's your phone or.
Which government? The eye in the sky?
Right, the eye in the sky. Wow, I'm still getting that feedback. Are you listening? Do you have another phone close to you or something?
Yeah, just a minute. It was under this.
Remember you there?
Was it?
Hello?
You remember that?
Remember, I barely hearing you now. Hello?
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting you clearly at all. Sorry about that.
Instead of staying out there and freezing.
I don't know if you had another phone or radio close by, but we're getting a feedback, and then I don't know if you stepped away. If you know, we just your phone just started to break up even more. So I apologize about that.
A strong and better.
But you can call back in. 342-0081 466-5391. Yeah, to me the blimp was one thing and the eye in the sky wasn't something else.
Because this is our
Wasn't those two things like two separate?
and let us build a nation
To
together.
me the eye in the sky wasn't something that they used to just park up at different locations and it used to just go up in the air or something. If the correct name for that wasn't the eye in the sky, then what was it? I remember I used to see them park up in like certain like malls and so forth. It used to literally go up, like an officer would go in the time, will just go up. I'm not too sure how long it would have been up there. Not like flying or anything. It's like it, you know, like it just used to just raise up, you know. I'm not too sure what was the correct name for that. Hi, good afternoon, remember?
It was the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
So
it was nothing different.
So the eye in the sky and the blimp was the same thing?
It was the same thing. They just used to call it the eye in the sky.
No, but there was something that they used to drive. It used to actually have police standing mark on it.
What is the point you're trying to make?
No, I'm just trying to determine the difference now. I know that there was an eye in the sky. Or I know about the blimp, but I know that they used to park up something where officer used to literally go in and used to just go up probably about 10 feet in the air.
Okay, as far as I understand it, the blimp and the eye in the sky was the same thing.
Okay, all right, okay.
But anyhow, what is the discussion? What is the nature of the discussion, really?
Actually, I was more or less asking, you know, based on the information that was put out to the public in relations to the decommissioning of the Port of Spain prison. I just wanted to get, you know, your views as to what we should probably do with this building now. Should it be broken down? Should they?
No, well, listen, that had to be. That's common sense. They're going to demolish that. They can't do nothing with that. That will be a prime piece of real estate in the city. Again, with that. That's
so
the
you don't
reason
think
why
that
they're breaking it down.
You don't think that they should have it as a heritage
No.
site?
They don't have it. They're supposed to refurbish to do nothing to that. Break the whole thing down.
Wow.
It's of no use. It's of no use. That is why they want to break it down and get rid of it.
And what do you think should be replaced there then?
Well, you know, start to talk. That's a big piece of space, you know, and it's in the middle of town. So it will have a lot of prospects, a lot of opportunities. You understand? But I think it's a good thing to move that out of the city and build something, you know, more modern and whatever.
Well, based on what the minister would have said is that most of the inmates there would be transferred into Aruca, and I think some other prison as well. But don't you not think that we should probably be looking at another site to probably build something that could house all the prisoners?
Well, it seems as though like we decide we're going to have prisoners all the time forever. With this move here, I expect we to have less prisoners. I do see we have a need to build our next prison. With this drive here, we're supposed to have less crime and less prisoners. Okay?
Well, let's hope so.
and then even with the move in the school, the children will see a different outlook on life. They will try to stay away from crime and criminality. That's how I see it. You understand?
All right.
But then our next prison is just look as though they're expecting to get more wrongdoing. You understand?
True.
I don't see the need to build another prison. But that piece of property there is prime property. And I hear somebody saying it was so many years they built that. Maybe, and they're talking about the prison in the middle of the city. Maybe when that was built, St. Joseph was the capital, and not Port of Spain.
Could be. Could definitely be. Yeah. Thanks very much for your contribution. That is true. Because before Port of Spain, the capital was literally in St. Joseph's side there, yeah? Hi, good afternoon, member.
Hey, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Well, good afternoon. Based on the question you asked the other, I don't think I feel that they should get rid of it first.
Demolish it.
But I don't feel that they should demolish it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel they should flip the script. Use it for something there, because I unjustly spent 13 years inside of there. And that place is a horror. But when I say you can use it for the better good now.
Right.
So just do it over for the better good, but don't demolish it. But let it see that where it was and how it is now. Right? So we could rehabilitate people properly.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying.
So then keep it as a museum, or open some sort of walking facility
some
there.
Sort of a thing, yeah, so that you could rehabilitate these same children that all you want to thing there.
Right.
In the school, put them and you could have them in an open environment, not prison environment, but that kind of environment to have everybody, you know what I mean, looking. Because these children in the school that you're saying that they want to put police, instead of sending them into condemnation, put them there and let them do something like the youth camp now.
And it could also
Or
be
the boot camp,
in a way of like a first, they could probably get a first hand as to how prison really looks. For them to get. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, so that you could turn them around now.
Right.
Instead of condemning them.
I understand.
Instead of condemning them. Like how some people saying, put the police in there with gun and put them there with that and put them there with that. I spoke to you already and I said, I don't mind the police in the school, but I find they shouldn't be in uniform.
Right.
And gun. I told you that already. So that is what I'm saying. They should be unidentified then. Because we don't rule the country by fear. Because that is what I'm seeing. My partner, which is Roger, is my real partner. But we don't go by fear. Respect and everything. That way we go by. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much for your contribution, member. And remember, this entire thing, prison itself.
Tolerance and production to build a strong and better.
For some, it's a place, as I mentioned, it's a place that symbolizes pain. Based on the information that was given as well, is that it's overcrowded, it's outdated conditions. It would of course estate so much and so much of thousands of dollars. You name it. Hi, good afternoon, member.
Good afternoon, Andy.
Afternoon, welcome.
I just come to debunk that caller who did call and was talking about the blimp, because I know where he was going with the blimp, trying to say Patrick Manning buy the blimp and Kamala come and sell it. But what he should tell the nation is Patrick Manning buy 2 blimp and it cost the state $56.7 million. Now, I don't know which part the other blimp was, but we used to see the white one in the sky.
Right.
And the caller could also tell the nation that it was costing taxpayers $46,000 a day just to fly that blimp in the sky. He could also tell the nation, was that blimp effective against crime? How much people that blimp catch?
How much?
Right, so
okay, no problem. Thanks so much for your contribution, member. Talking about the blimp, I remember. I mean, I was a young child. When the blimp was still here, and I remember. I think they said that the blimp was shot at. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Mr. Speaker, I just walked in the house, right? I don't know what the topic is.
Oh Lord, I didn't even realize I have some bills to pay. So we're gonna continue next hour. So you could call back as soon as we finish pay those bills. Yeah?
All right, no problem.
Yeah. Alright, members, we're gonna pay some bills and then we're gonna come back in our last and final hour. Keep it locked.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
This is the voice of Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Calling all choir. This is TNT's first gospel choir event of its kind. It's finally here. This is Divine Harmony. Choirs from all over the country will vie for over $250,000 in prizes. Semi-final round, the East-West Corridor, Saturday, September 20th, Central and South Trinidad, Saturday, September 27th, and Tobago, Saturday, October 4th. To register, call 719-9599. TNT, get ready. This is Divine Harmony.
Everybody say that. KFC's. Chasing the crunch with TKR this CPL. And fans, we've got the only bucket worth catching. The KFC Boundary Bucket. 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 crispy tenders, and 4 of your favorite sides just for $139.95. Only on the KFC, TT app, or in-store kiosks. Whether you're liming with the crew or locked in for every over, the best way to take in the action is with KFC. Chase to crunch. Show your support for TKR and taste that victory. KFC. It's finger-licking good.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Alloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Craving the golden perfection of homemade fry bakes without the fuss? Lion Brand Fry Bake Mix, in its convenient, easy-to-use pouch, makes it incredibly simple. Just add water and yeast, mix, and fry for crispy fried bakes that are ready in minutes. Perfect for a quick snack, our Fry Bake Mix helps you bring family and friends together around the table for a delicious meal. Share the flavor and create delicious memories with Lion Brand Fry Bake Mix. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
What are you doing? Big D, big fun, KFC, so we big on the ground. The big nation, cause they don't know we were the crown. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Come to KFC, let we hold our vibe, and let we join together, because KFC is life.
It's a big D. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Achieve risen baked goods every time with Lion Brand Baking Powder. Our convenient, easy-to-use pouch ensures freshness and makes measuring a breeze. From cakes to cookies, Lion Brand Baking Powder is your secret ingredient for the best results. Imagine the smiles as you share your delicious homemade creations with family, friends, and neighbors. Baking is about more than just food. It's about creating memories. Choose Lion Brand Baking Powder and bake up some sweet moments. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
Share the lawn. Share the lawn.
The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on The Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
So welcome back, members, welcome back, listeners. Just 6 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock here, Speaker of the House, Anderson. This is our last and final hour. For those that are leaving work right now, please take your times. Take your time on the Nation Road. I know it's very wet. You may encounter some traffic. I'm also seeing here there's some areas within Port of Spain and the western side of Trinidad that are actually underwater. So please take that precaution, yeah? So I invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. I know that the phone lines were ringing just before I paid the bills. So I'm allowing you guys to call. You guys could call back in and give your contribution. 342-0081 and also 466-5391. And you could also send your WhatsApp voice notes as well. And good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube, Facebook.
Because now, more than ever,
and even our website, yeah? And don't forget to share the live, yeah? Hi, good afternoon, member. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What I was saying earlier on is that I just walked in the house and I was not aware of what the topic is, and I don't want to throw your program off.
Right.
But I just want to convey my sympathy, my sincere condolences to Ghost. I don't know if you may have known Ghost used to be with Heavy on a morning program, something entertainment. I can't remember the thing, but he was a real good one. I really miss him.
Right?
Miss him. Yes, at one time, yeah. That was early with Ian Heavy. They used to be on in the morning.
Right.
So I just want to say, to his family, condolences, and he would be missed, especially by me. And just for emancipation, we had a book drive thing up Lavanti by the gas station, and I looked for him and I didn't see him because he used to line by the gas station. But I really missed him. So I just want to convey that, and I'm now getting, so I go follow the program from now on.
All right, no problem.
Late today.
All right, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Strong and better nation.
So condolences going out to Ghosts, fans, friends, and family.
So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come.
So yes, I was asking the question too. Isn't there not a difference between the blimp and the eye in the sky? And one of the members called and told me that no, it's the same thing. But I know that I honestly believe that there was a difference, and actually I did pull up, and there is a difference, and I want to show for the ones that are on YouTube. I could literally show you the photo of it. There's a difference between the eye in the sky and the blimp as we know it. Right, so I am, if you're on YouTube or on our website and you could see us in studio, I'm going to show you guys it now. but there is a difference between the eye in the sky and what we know as the blimp as well. Yeah, and I don't know if some of you could recall this image, but this is actually this is actually the eye in the sky, and I remember this because I saw this in many different areas within Trinidad and Tobago, and I also could recall the blimp. So there was a difference. Yeah, one was actually called the eye in the sky, and the other one was known as the blimp. Yeah. So let me show you what the blimp looks like as well. That was the blimp. Yeah. So there is a difference between the two. I wonder what they did with these eye in the skies. It didn't seem to be something that needed a lot of maintenance, but I could be wrong because I'm not the expert behind it. I'm not a mechanic, but that literally looked like it was about, let's say, about 20 to 30 feet in the air. So, and it could have been moved by a flatbed, you know, a wrecker, however, could have just, you know, lifted and carried to another location. So I'm not too sure what they would have done. I'm not too sure how much they would have had in Trinidad and Tobago as well. Yeah? And you guys could literally Google it as well, the eye in the sky, and you will get an image of it versus what the blimp was as well. Yeah? Hi, good afternoon, member.
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Are you? The conquer?
Yes, it is.
Hey, this song was something. All right, anyhow. You see how good it is to just do your research? It only take you 2 minutes to do that.
Yes.
Right? So all who will be calling until they know and they know and they know. And want to play it, sometimes they call in and they put in questions to you. Like if you're in school. There's a program you can on here if you have something to say it. And done with that. As far as the prisoner is concerned, that's for Spain getting crowded. And if you have a prison that was in the 50s and the 60s coming up the road, and even before me, I 70, and they built that before me. Them is the kind of thing they had. There's 3 things that they have in a city. You'll be close to the dock. So you could dock a ship and offload cargo. Next thing is your security. You want police around the area. And in them days, they used to build prison in the city where they could look at you and keep an eye on you. But it is so again. When you build a prison and open field, you could see right away wrong it. You could know who coming, know who going, know who trying to shoot thing over the wall, all of that. Right? So them space that they have in Forest Film, they use that for the city because if you observe it, most of the mall and them, they building it outer city. So that they will have parking space and they could have business running.
Right.
And that's why Manning wanted to build in San Fernando. But it changed over to the Mission Hospital. It's supposed to be a government building where it to be renting all them government structure because they was paying too much rent. You know, and up to today it's still going on. They were Mr. F. Alwari. That's how we end up running this kind of building and kind of thing. And the next one, the finance minister. All of them decide, well, look, they could look for $1. You know, so all of them kind of thing they want to stop. So a fella had to sit down on this meeting and just see how she moves.
All right, thank you so much, member, for your contribution. So with the decommissioning of the Port of Spain prison, and based on that information that was shared with the last member of you know, they would have built those prisons within the capital to more or less keep an eye on the prisoners and so forth. So okay, so we relocated. Well, They're relocating the inmates or the prisoners to other facilities.
And onward to progress with.
And the thing is that one of the questions that I posed to our members and our listeners is that what you think that they should do with the building.
And production.
Should we preserve as a heritage site, a museum, to remind us of our past? Or should it be torn down and rebuilt into something more modern? And with that being said about modern, you know, some persons might think, you know, probably even if they rebuild it, don't rebuild anything that remind them that there was a prison. And that might be a bit of an issue. You know, it's for them to break it down, and next minute you hear that they're going to put up a mall or something resembling a Hyatt. I'm not sure. But what do you think they should do with there, though?
Surely I do have to spell them out.
No, that's a question that I pose to you all.
Well, as I do the only.
What are your recommendation, members?
It's putting more effort and less play.
I get it that, you know, most of you all are saying, you know, yes, get those prisoners out of Port of Spain.
Tolerance and production.
Give the city a uplift. But what should we do with it? Because Lord knows I don't want to see it just overgrown with grass, condemned. Because there are a lot of places that the state owns that right now sometimes you just see them cut the grass, you know, once every 2 months or however the case may be. But the place is literally in a mess. A lot of concrete jungles. I don't know if there's where all the ghost gangs are, the alleged ghost gangs, if they are house at those facilities that are emptied, has no one.
For every Trinbagonian.
And we have a lot of it around Trinidad and Tobago.
Who going to live in a foreign land.
And not only that too, we also have a lot of persons who own properties.
Woman, do something.
Who don't maintain their property.
Instead of.
And you just see it overgrown with grass, abandoned.
Because now, more than ever.
But when we look at it overall, and then you see how many people don't even have a house to live in.
To build
it's sad.
A strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let
I invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. Share.
This is our land.
Put in your 2 cents. Tell me exactly what you think they should do. 342-0081 4665-391. I also pose the question as to if you think that they should probably build one huge location to house all prisoners instead of having them at different locations. And one of the members said, let's not even have that as a thought. As he's saying, we should be looking to reduce the amount of persons that are within the prison. But by moving prisoners or decommissioning one location doesn't necessarily fix the problem, because our prisons are overcrowded and part of it would be because of our justice system, how things are structured. And if those things are not addressed, then how are we really pushing forward? Hi, good afternoon, member.
Hi, good afternoon. Condolence to both and the family. I didn't even know you were sick. He was a good one. Also, what they should do with the prison, make it into what it was supposed to be, a remand center.
A remand center.
To do assessments on people with probably psychiatric disorder and, prescribe the available treatment for them.
Right.
Things like that. But make it a modern facility. Don't let it go to waste. have people there like doctors and stuff with prescribe. They could even start the whole thing about who recommends certain dosage of marijuana and start that kind of conversation. Okay then, Oliver.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, member. A rehabilitation center, or well, as he said, a remand. Take it as a remand to do psychiatric evaluation and so forth on persons. All right, interesting. I wonder what part that will really fit in, because some would say that we already have St. Anne's. And I think St. Anne's does a lot of that. Is St. Anne's, I'm not too sure of St. Anne's capacity.
Now the election.
Would it, I'm not too sure if in the past, I don't think I ever saw anything of it being overcrowded.
What I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate.
And St. Anne's and, you know, where the prison is in Port of Spain is not far. Prissy.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline.
I invite you guys to be a part of the show as well. And those numbers again are 3420081 and 4665391.
That is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Whoa.
But as I said, there's so much other things that we need to address. To see a reduction of persons within the prisons and so forth. I think, and it's no secret, you know, a lot of persons are literally within the prison.
Remember the key to success is
who matter hasn't called just yet, and they're already inside their 3+ years.
Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will.
A lot of things are still very much analog.
Ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build
the entire system.
Better nation. I say
we seem to still be trying to locate the reset button.
So come let us work hand in hand
to really streamline things properly.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
And then what are we doing to ensure that, we deter persons from wanting to go within prison? Because as we would have mentioned numerous times, or even on this show, that sometimes persons, they get so conditioned to prison life that they come out today and in 2-3 days they back in prison. Hi, good afternoon, member. Hello.
Hello, good.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. So if you're calling back,
no, that's all right.
But let us be real. Let us be real. As I tell you that the state should continue to own that property by doing other things with it. Because right now, I'm telling you, closing down that is just for business people. They are in that property.
So you think
that's why I tell
you think there's already a bidder, somebody who's bidding for that property?
Yeah, somebody already bidding for that property. That is what I saying, because closing it down is not just because you feel that because look how much years we deal with people in remand. You say 7 years, but people.
Remember, your call mute. So I think you press your mute button by accident. Remember? Hello? All right, you may have to call back, but your phone is on mute. All right. Sorry about that.
Now is the time to come home and do something.
So remember, if you're listening, your phone went on mute, so you'll have to call back, yeah? We lost you.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, afternoon. I love this topic, so I'm out to
Right.
really topic. And on the question that you're asking, right, in terms of what can be done in the building, I was just thinking along the lines of, know this guy, he died now, but you know he would have had this thing in place for the prisoners in terms of helping them with rehabilitation, and he might be looking at as simple as academic wise,
right,
getting patients, whether it's on all levels, whether it's from literacy to CXC to, you know, I'm thinking it could be a place like that for them, where they could come and, you know, I mean, we may have to look at the design in the building, but we're looking at systems in place specifically for them in terms of getting them back into society. Because
To reintroduce them back into, oh, great, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Programs like, I mean, I know we have the MIT and all these things already, but I mean, that is more or less catered for like young adults. But we can have a program for them where, whether it's plumbing, whatever it is, you have everything there in that location. So it's all about rehabilitating them back into society, giving them the skills, giving them the, you know, the mental and the psychological help per se, you know, to kind of, and it could be like a listing to where, okay, they are part of this list, and people could tap into them in terms of for help now, for higher help, depending on what trade. And so, I mean, I'm still thinking that there's something that they could do for them, because there are not enough services for them. They really aren't. You know?
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, member.
Sorry.
And that member is onto something, because as I mentioned, you know, those were some of the suggestions, you know, creating an environment like that so that, you know, we could reintegrate to create that reintegration of inmates back into society, to reintroduce them back into society. And everything does align, when you really look at it, yeah? Hi, good afternoon, member.
Good afternoon, DJ Anderson.
Afternoon, KFC.
DJ Jim not there?
Nah, he's not here today.
DJ Anderson. You know it's KFC, right?
Yeah.
Remember I was talking for my little brother, but I'm talking to my MP, right? Talking to my MP, right? So I went and sit down and talked to my MP today and thinking, them nasty, wicked UNC activists and them. You know them cut all the tape and send to the MP and send the MP. I about talking the MP to call Kuchu and Bacana with me and the MP.
Wow.
That was wicked and sting them as well. Them trying to do me like with the PNM activists and then do me. So they say, well, KFC is a strong supporter. He fighting for the last 9 years, this, that thing, and they try to look into the matter and try to assist them. They're trying to victimize me, you know. Some of them lying down, some of them cocking back and whining back, and they try to victimize me, but it's all wicked and evil this game as well. I must congratulate my MP. She give me a thumbs up, open eyes and know what's going on. So I have to know what I say. So I'm looking for the bread anyhow, you know. So they don't like me how I could come and talk. The whole wicked is by DJ Anderson by. So they're listening, let her take that and go back and tell the MP. Me and the MP have a bond. She come from nothing. She know the life. Why DJ Anderson, I don't watch some of them, boy. Bless.
All right, thank you so much.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build
Okay, see what I'll tell you, boy. Everybody's, you know, some persons just have an agenda, yeah? Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Anderson. let KFC go and mind some come and fall and pick up the egg in the morning. And come down by Tambran Square and sell it.
Oh my gosh. Alright, remember.
Good. Okay.
Remember the key to success is working hard.
You see the shots you always be firing and not getting involved.
Forget all your differences.
This is the council, you know, but outside of the council, some of you all well know each other and bouncing glass and having a good time. So I'm not getting involved.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main form.
So as one of the members said, you know, that somebody might have been eyeing this property already. Once the prison has been decommissioned, somebody's eyeing the prime property. Do you think that the government would really sell the property to someone to put up some massive building, some mall, some hotel,
so much of things that we need to see about,
some BNB, however?
All you do have to spell
what do you think?
Cause you know as well as I do the only
man, I want to give the government the benefit of the doubt. I doubt.
Effort and less play.
We are just going to look at a building that has so much of history,
discipline, tolerance,
and do something like that with it.
To build a strong and better nation. I say,
and I'm fully for probably having a rehabilitation center.
Hand in hand, because this is.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago, my co-host and I would have discussed about getting inmates, getting them involved in the agriculture, because again, and I will just repeat it for you all that may not be aware or may have forgotten that aspect of it, but we would have spoken about where we believe that prisoners should get it. Well, the government should get those prisoners involved in the agriculture, and in a way it will help to get the agriculture going, because year upon year we have been hearing about this, saying that, you know, we need to start to plant our own food and we need to get our agriculture booming and blah blah blah, and every year it seems like we're not really going anywhere, you know, or we're not going anywhere too far, very fast, you know, we're moving very slow, moving worse than a snail. And we are saying is that if it is that they get the prisoners involved, it's going to help with decreasing our import bill.
So come let us put hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother.
You see, the same way that we just spend a lot of money on things that, you know, sometimes is an eye opener. Spend some money on some tracking devices and so forth. Put it on the inmate's hand or foot or whatever the case may be, and let them go on different lands, agricultural land, and work as part of their punishment, or as part of the way for them to be able to repay for whatever debt. Let them make beds, let them plant, let them reap. And we even went as far as saying, you know, this would also be a good way to be able to reintroduce them back into society. They will get a recommendation from the prisons and so forth, based on the work that they perform. So it all will tie in really well if it is that they really use that facility to help with training and so forth as well, you know. Hi, good afternoon, member.
You know, this would also be a good way to be able to.
Yeah, remember?
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, I really hope that KFC really gets something and the minister really hear the cry. Right? I really hope he gets something. But don't get up with KFC, you know. See them people are never bad talking them. It's because he's talking UNC with one mouth, but in his heart he's up to them.
Oh,
don't get up with he's up to them. Trust me.
Wow. Well, remember, I cannot second that, because since I've been a part of the council here, and KFC has been calling, KFC has always been, you know, supporting the UNC. And he made it abundantly clear that, you know, that you know, yellow is the code, and you know, when UNC win, everybody wins, that kind of thing. So I'm not too sure. But at the end of the day, you know, you could support someone today, and maybe there are things that they would do that, you know, you're not comfortable with, and you support somebody else tomorrow. It's your democratic right.
Now
you have that democratic right to vote for whoever, you know, to support whoever you choose.
Let us forget fights and grudges and conflicts.
But you know what? We are actually within that hour to wait, which is what is not a crime but should be considered a crime. And I would say that, you know what should be a crime? When persons decide to record you to go and plead for other persons. That should be considered a crime.
To build a strong and better nation, I say that is the main foundation.
What shouldn't be a crime is speaking your mind, though. Not because that I support you or I'm your friend means that if you do something wrong, I shouldn't point it out. If that's how you think it should be, then that is a crime. And that's a problem that we have today within society, within the homes as well, where everybody is trying to sugarcoat and cover up for this one and that one. Parents covering for their children who they know involved in all sorts of illegal activities. My son, nah, he's a good boy. My daughter, nah, she don't do them thing. And you fully well know that is untrue. Yeah, that should be considered a crime.
Want to progress, we surely will.
You are as guilty as the person who committed the crime.
We must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
And as President would say, you know, is what we tolerate.
Better nation.
Say it over and over here, now. Even in our team song.
So
come let us work hand in hand.
This is our Come my brother, come my sister,
and let us
build a nation together.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, you know what should be a crime?
What's that?
Traffic warden playing police.
Oh, gosh.
That should be a crime.
All right.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do.
What should be a crime for me as well? I noticed yesterday.
More effort and less play.
I saw a couple young ladies.
More than ever we must show.
In their school uniform.
Discipline.
I'm not too sure. They could probably be in Form 4 or 5. I'm not sure.
A strong and better nation.
But the face well powdered down.
That is the
lip gloss.
So come let us work hand in hand. Because this is
and you name it.
Come my brother, come.
And they are in their school uniform.
Together.
I know. I mean, I understand, but I think some things could be left. You know, you don't need to do all of that while in your school uniform or to go to school. You know, your face all powdered down and blah, blah, blah. I think, you know, whatever you're trying to attract is definitely in the textbook. And I would just send a warning or advise or give a suggestion to parents, to, you know, especially parents who have girl children. Be careful.
Time to come home and do something.
Time and place everything, but that should be considered a crime. When you're going to school, you don't need to, you know, beat your face as they would call it.
We must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
On a weekend when you're out with your friends and so forth, all is well, you know, but not in your school uniform and thing, man.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
That's just my little 2 cents, I could be wrong. Let me say good afternoon going out to Roger locked on via YouTube. So Roger is saying that there always been a agriculture component for prisoners as part of reformation. But it's not everyone that can be allowed in this program. No, I get that, you know, I get that. And Roger, we know about this, and we know that there are things like that happens within the prison. But what we're saying is kind of literally expand it to the aspect of literally getting them to not in the prison, but allowing them to be out of the prison, to go to different areas within Trinidad and Tobago, agricultural land, and to literally help us to be able to plant in a big way, that we could literally then go now and export those items, and not only export but also to help to decrease our import bill, so that more businesses will buy locally and to really get our agriculture program going, get it off the ground. And I know a lot of persons would say yes, they have this, yes, they have that, but are they really using it to its full capacity? Are we really doing everything in our powers to ensure that it is worth it? The agriculture program that right now is within the prison, who does that really benefit? Some prison officers, some of the inmates, may it be all the inmates, because they might use some of the veggies and so forth that they plant within the prison. But I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at a wider, much more wider than that, where the entire of Trinidad and Tobago could literally benefit out of this.
Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate.
And to also try to put it in such a way that prisoners would think twice, that when they are released and they are reintroduced back into society, that they're not going to run quickly to go back into prison, because that is what seems to be something that has been happening over and over. A lot of persons who have spent time within prisons, it's like they're missing something inside there. I'm not too sure what it is. I, for one, I don't want to know, right? But there are a lot of them that they literally come out, and within a week to 2 weeks time, they are back inside it. I cannot see what is the attraction. And then they complain and say that how, you know, the living conditions and the condition of the prison, blah, blah, blah.
For our country,
son, you there? What are you doing there? Why you want to go back there?
forget all your differences, let we start to build. And on what to...
But Roger, I do get your point.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Dr. Anderson.
Afternoon, President.
All right, it seems like Dr. Veem not there this afternoon.
Nah, he's not here today.
All right, okay. I went in and sleep after eating and all kind of things, so I won't hear the program after. But I know we're talking about the jail on Frederick Street.
Yes.
So I thinking then that good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon, God. I know you're a brother who, when the time comes, you don't know how to fix people, you know. But here, what I thinking that it is not a crime to really relocate the prisoners and so forth. And well, they said they will do something about the place, but I don't know yet because I don't know yet. But you know what I find is a crime?
What's that?
I find they said renovate it and start to put, you know, we have a tendency to talk about blue-collar criminals and white-collar criminals. Well, if you're moving out the blue-collar criminals to all kinds of things, it's time to start to look to let me deal with the white-collar criminals. Renovate the place and start to put them in it. If you don't put them in it, I don't find that is a crime.
Yeah, but which white-collar criminal are we talking about here? Which white criminal? Because the amount of white criminal that we just hear about, but yet nobody hasn't been able to make a jail.
We should start with politicians first.
As I told you that I believe that building will end up holding the alleged ghost gangs and the alleged corruption. Well, right, because it will be condemned. It will be a empty space, so it will just be ghosts.
Oh, well, you see, that is what I'm saying. That's going to be a crime because I find if you're not putting white-collar criminals inside a day, that is a crime also. So anyhow you take it, I see in that if we really talk good, you remember the Red House? The Red House break down whether they take another government to come and break it down. You know, you say you're going and break down them thing, whoever it is, they say they're going and think and break it down. But I find it right now, the way how Trinidadian confused in all kind of way with them politicians and criminals, I find it's time to start to put them white-collar criminal politicians inside of it. All the talk we can find good use after making money. Because all of that was taking money. So all of we thinking, plenty people already thinking right here where I call. So I find if we find a good use for it, or we put white collar criminals in it. Rehabilitation. Rehabilitate people from the jail, you're putting them there already. Right now, if it comes down to it, put white-collar criminals, start to judge the white-collar criminal and put them in it. We leaving out the white-collar criminal to make other jail for we serve the blue-collar criminal. All how we twist up this thing we run. It's time we people organize and look to take over the system and tell we that.
You know what the white-collar criminals, you know where it does be house, President?
Which part it is how in a hotel somewhere?
So I hear it's I hear it does be like in places like the Hyatt. So I heard places like the Hyatt and so on. So they might put a condo there. You never know.
another higher.
Thanks.
But all right, okay. I take care. But I talk some talk there that people should wake up and shoot.
I get
long time they're jailing we. It's time to jail white collar criminals, and that we asked them for a long time, and nobody doing nothing about it.
Thanks so much for your contribution. Imagine that, eh? I get where President coming from good. They say those persons, as we call them here in Trinidad, the big fish that has never been caught. Those particular persons who commit white collar crime, they don't stay in the same prisons like the grassroots man, the man on the ground. They stay at different facilities. Different accommodations are made for them. Different amenities are set for them. They get an all-inclusive pass. So they stay in places, it is alleged, from what I heard, they stay in places like the Hyatt and, you know, the Hilton. But I just hope that whatever they decide to do with the prison, once it is decommissioned and the prisoners are relocated, that a lot of history is not just, you know, thrown into the rubbish bin.
In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget.
I think that there are so many different things that they could literally do with there. And part of it as well is also to help to shape our young persons.
Because now,
you know, some of them, I don't know if they could also probably use it as mentioned, as well as a facility where they allow schools to probably have more outings at a facility like that, just to show them exactly what the inside of a prison looks like.
So come let us work hand in hand.
If they are not on the
if
they're not on the straight line, where they could probably end up. And Roger, yes, I saw what you said. You know, getting an expert to probably come in and give us some more insight on it. But we literally reached out to different ministries and so forth. But since this new administration has been in power, we understand that, you know, it's all hands on deck. So that's been a very busy one. But you know, we do have intentions to kind of be able to reach out and hear from the persons who literally have that say.
Country, we must have regard.
Some of the experts as well. But that's why, you know, we ask you, you know, you, our members, to give your contribution and to share your ideas as well, because your views do matter, yeah?
Discipline.
And this is just our space where we can have that discussion.
To build.
It may or may not reach to, you know, the persons in authority, but at least we could at least have that discussion here, you know? Because we're sharing. Anyways, guys, it's just about 7 minutes to the hour of 4 o'clock, and I make way for the third umpire. They're up next. They're going to take you guys straight to 7 p.m. Mr. Matteson and Ronaldo and the entire team. Good afternoon going out to them. Hope that they reach here safely with this weather as well. Even if I had any thought at all to break beach today, I think I'll be going straight home. Yeah, I'm not playing in this kind of weather at all. Again, let me say all the best going out to our Soca Warriors.
Because you know as well as I do,
they are playing Jamaica.
It's putting more effort and less play.
As we continue our journey to World Cup, so we're hoping for a good results later on tonight,
and production,
where we would come out victorious, yeah? So don't forget, guys, I think that game starts at 8 p.m. I could be corrected. But, you know, support to all the football lovers out there.
Because this is our land. Come, my brother.
Hope that you guys enjoy the game later on tonight, yeah?
Together.
Alright, so I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on the Street 919 FM. And you guys enjoy the balance of your afternoon, yeah? So don't go a place. Up next, the Third Empire.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our